What's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. This is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But even if you haven't subbed up, you're watching on your TV, whatever the case is, I appreciate you as well. I hope you're having a smooth 7. But I do want to say, I'm about to take a dive down the Grand Canyon, Antarctica again, the flat earth, and a little bit more into this French Quarters and things of that nature. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to get fully into that and everything I post. Let me know how y'all feeling, man, about that one. Because I'm kind of a little bit interested in those ones a little bit more. Right now, it's going to switch up again. But y'all let me know if y'all want to see what I come across. I'm talking about all of it. Let me know. Spam it up in the comments. But y'all know what type of time we on, man. I ain't going to hold you. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
This is not science fiction.
Shit right in our face, bro. Hey, bro, that hand is shape-shifting like Chris Brown's.
Right after Celine Dion released this demonic children's clothing line, her health rapidly declined. The commercial is insane. And here's where it gets a little Illuminati? People didn't know what to make of this. This looks very similar to the Illuminati eye, and why is it on her hand? Now here's some photos from the Instagram. Nothing else, these photos are for shock factor. Now you need to check out the insane commercial.
Our children. They are not really our children, as we are all just links in a never-ending chain that is life. For us, they are everything. But in reality, we are only a fraction of their universe. We miss the past. They dream of tomorrow. We may thrust them forward into the future, but the course will always be theirs to choose. I can't believe they called security. I mean, oh, come on, I'm Celine Dion. I'm not spending the night in... Holy shit.
Guys, relax, easy. I'm Celine Dion.
Yeah, girl, and I'm Beyonce.
What are the odds that her health declines right when this brand comes out? And you know, these are all paid models, but you can see in the comments, people are clearly not having it. They're calling it evil, they're calling them worshiping the devil. And she never addressed any of this. It's like it never happened. Come over here for longer freaky videos.
The whole commercial don't sit right with me. I don't like how she feel like she gotta blow something around the babies. That didn't sit right with me. I don't know. Why did she say, I'm Celine Dion, and she chose out of all names to use Beyonce? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. This shit crazy. The clip before that, remember when we saw Chris Brown and he looked like he playing in that celebrity game, or it was some basketball game he's playing in, and he goes to dunk and his hands start to look like they extending, like he's shape-shifting? That's what the girl from Wicked, that's what that shit look like to me. If that's a reach, that's a reach. That's what I saw. Spam up y'all thoughts and opinions, man. Y'all coming with a bang today.
Why has no one made a video about this? Is everyone that comfortable? Have y'all been seeing the videos on the ports? On what China's ports look like and what our ports look like? And how they look now compared to how they used to look like? And then, you know how Amazon's in like this legal battle now with President Trump because of they're being hit so hard with the shipping things? What are y'all going to do when shelves start going empty? And if you think that's not going to happen, really don't know what's going on. But for the simple fact, I haven't seen one person try to address people, not to fear, not to scare them, not to cause panic, but for the ones that actually watch this video and take what I'm about to say serious, stock up, water, shit like that. Hey, all I gotta say is, what are you gonna do when you start seeing the shelves be empty, like Walmart and Target have warned their customers they'll be seeing soon? What do you think the public's gonna act like? And I bet you'll start paying a whole lot more attention to these tariffs. Or the purpose of them. AKA, go shopping. Or don't.
The tariffs is to cut off our supply.
Here is something they're intentionally not telling us about what's going on in the ocean now after all these homes burned down in California on the coast.
It rained in Los Angeles yesterday, with 327 piles of toxic debris that used to be homes still lying in the intertidal zone between Topanga and Carbon Canyon. I was painfully aware of what this meant for the bay and marine life. This was confirmed when ocean watcher Monique Northrop sent these images that I'm sharing with you now. The large brown plumes are not natural sediment, but rather unnatural toxic materials from fire debris that needed to be understood as an oil spill and picked up with urgency and emergency, and still haven't 3 months after the fires. So not only are you looking at our ocean being poisoned, you are also looking at the failure of government and lack of leadership.
Now here's the thing, he mentions in this clip, this starts with no rebuilding in the intertidal zone. He doesn't want any houses over here. I kind of think that's part of the plan. I think there's another part of the plan that they're also not mentioning in regards to the aftermath of these wildfires. If you want to know the truth about it, I'm not going to be able to put it in a video. Comment truth below and I'll send you a DM.
Ну так будоражит.
All that shooting and they ain't shot shit. That's crazy.
Hey y'all, what's going on with Vegas? Because I'm coming across videos and it's looking pretty empty. I'm talking about ghost vibe type of videos, and I gotta ask, what is going on?
Alright, we're in Vegas. This is supposed to be the city that never sleeps, but there's like literally no one around here at all. And on all of our walks pretty much tonight, we've seen nobody. So, I don't know.
This video shocked me, y'all. This is a video from what the airport looks like today.
Here at the MGM Grand Las Vegas, and it is a ghost town in here. It's about, what, 9 o'clock? That's set the home time. But there's not many people here at all. Some dudes here to my right, I don't really want to show their face, but see if the rest of the casino's like this.
Look how empty it is, y'all. At the MGM, there's nobody there. Look, it's a ghost town. Now, we all know Vegas is a huge hub for international tourism. Yes, we all know that. But I believe most of the gamblers were domestic. So what is going on here? Is it because, you know, Trump pushing out immigrants with ICE and all this? Or is it because things are getting a lot more expensive? I mean, have you guys seen the grocery store? Now, I myself have been to Vegas a couple of times when it wasn't even busy, and it was a lot more people than this, y'all. So something big is going on, y'all, and people are feeling the shift. Telling y'all, man, people are waking up from that illusion, man. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
What y'all think causing that, man?
Why is Vegas so empty right now? Let's talk about the fact that nobody is vacationing in Vegas right now. Mind you, when I go to Vegas, it's always crowded. It's always packed. The strip is crazy. There are videos around right now showing Vegas empty. Now, due to all the things that's been going on with the planes, I said I'm not going to Vegas this year. I usually go to Vegas every April. But I didn't think that Vegas would be looking like it looks right now. What's going on in Vegas that people aren't going to Vegas?
Alright, y'all, so I want to tell you how you can activate or help activate both parts of your brain. Because we only use a piece of our brain. We don't use the full thing. So this is something that I learned a long time ago. So I don't know if this is common or not, but I'm ambidextrous, which means I can use both hands equally. I've always been ambidextrous since I was a little girl. And what I remember is, now this is no fault to my teacher when I was like in first grade or kindergarten, whichever one. But I wrote with both hands. I didn't have a favorite hand. I wrote with both equally. I ate with both, whatever I was in the mood for. It was just normal for me. And I remember that my first grade, I think she was my first grade teacher. Can't be kindergarten, but I think she was my first grade teacher. She made me pick a hand. She made me use my right hand as my dominant hand. And I just did that. Like for the rest of my school age life, I did that. I still use my left hand for like if I play basketball, if I'm drawing, or it's just I still used it, but not as much as I use my right hand because I was trained to only use my right hand as my dominant hand. I wasn't allowed to use both, and I don't know why. Well, I feel like I know why now. So people who are righties or lefties, they're using one part, but when you are using both hands equally, you are activating both parts of your brain, which is wakening things up inside of us, right? Activating your third eye, activating memories, like accessing memories from our past lives. All this stuff is connected, y'all, because we are the battery. You have to use it, right? Using both sides can activate things and wake things up. So I've started back using both hands equally. I brush my teeth with my left hand. I wash dishes with my left hand. I cut with my right hand. I do a lot of things with both, like just the same, and it feels normal. It feels better. But I've noticed that I've been getting even more downloads, more experiences, more memories. Y'all, I have so many more experiences and dreams that I haven't even told y'all about yet, because sometimes I get scared and nervous because I don't think that people would believe me, which I really don't care. But also, I don't want to scare people, and I don't want people to think I'm making things up. But I know I'm not the only person experiencing the things I'm experiencing. So let me know your thoughts on this. And I want to get on the GATE program because I wasn't gifted and talented. Y'all. But are you ambidextrous? What's your dominant hand? And whatever it is, start using the one that's not dominant. Start using it. Train your body to use your hand. They're both your hands. You can use them. It's in our mind. You're not right-handed only. You're not left-handed only. You can be ambidextrous. I was born that way, but you can train yourself to be that way. All right. Bye.
I want to hear more about the GATE program.
Tree, I love you. And if you can understand me, can you please touch my face or my cheek, or just move closer to my voice? Can you please move closer to my voice? Higher, 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 higher. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, thank you.
Hello, Tree. Hi, Tree. I know I haven't been talking to you, but this bitch on TikTok on Instagram told me if I come talk to you, that you would talk to me. If you can hear me, move closer to my face. If you can hear me, Tree, move closer to my face. Come on, baby. I see you moving a little bit, too. I ain't gonna let you care. Move closer to my face. Tree. Oh my God. Tree, move. Oh my God, don't do that.
Y'all really need to watch out for provoking spirits. These spirits are very smart, but they weak and they prey on strong people. These type of spirits will bring you into fury and let you win the battle, because winning the argument does not make them feel like they won. Getting you out your character and wasting your energy makes them feel like they won. Provoking spirits gets a high out of bringing people out of their character. They get a high out of making people act out of their emotions. You have to know how to identify one of these and control yourself when one of these are attacking you. Because y'all have to realize we are in spiritual warfare. Y'all gotta stop looking at things physically all the time. Because if you don't realize that a provoking spirit inhabits people's body, you will be lost. A provoking spirit can inhabit anybody. It can be your friends, your family, your significant other, or it can be a quote-unquote op. A provoking spirit don't care about physical things. So they'll get you to a point to where you want to unalive them. And you know what? They still won. Because they got you to a point where you just threw your life away. Because all that spirit is going to do is jump in another person's body and do the same thing to them that they just did to you. You have to learn how to be emotionally intelligent in this world. You have to realize that some people just do things so you can act out of character and give your energy to them. They love negative energy. They absorb it every time you lash out at them. That's why when you be serious as hell, they be laughing. They'll look at you dead in your face and laugh at you because you did what they want you to do.
What's crazy is when he say this, how you'll fly off the handle, and then that energy is gonna just jump to somebody else. So we just out here in Sac, it's been kind of getting crazy. Anytime the summer come back around, it start getting not hot like heat temperature wise, but it get hot out here. Like shit start going off left and right. You get some of the most wildest stories. Long story short, there was a woman, rest in peace. She was at work. It was a man, her ex-boyfriend. She had a restraining order on him. He found her at work, had a sharp object and did some things to her. He later on, I not sure if this is facts, but I heard that he told the police that he just had an outer body experience and he just noticed, he saw himself doing it, but he didn't realize he was doing it. Almost like something possessed him or took over him and he couldn't control it. Kind of like the energy thing. I just thought that was kind of ironic. And then I was watching another video and it was 2 shootings. There was 2 people who took some bullets. And somebody who was reacting to it, it was a YouTube video, he was like, bro, they're just demons. And when they go to jail, the demon is just going into another person and the cycle gonna continue. And he was like, and the demon is going to go into another person once this person got to go sit down, or unless you're going to be a jail demon. And that's a whole nother. He was going down the list. And it's crazy. I heard those 2 things yesterday and we turn around and I'm coming across this clip again and I'm like, that's facts. That's facts. Let me know if y'all could, you know, if that hit home with y'all. But it do for me, especially out of the stories I've been coming across.
Are we really going to sit here and act like the timing and the imagery that's being put up in these drone shows or any what sort of normal? Have you guys even been seeing what I've been showing you guys the last month? That they would literally, come on now. They're literally taking blows at you subconsciously and you don't even know. Deceptions for the biggest deception that's on the way, like how that guy came out and told Congress there were 4 different beings, you know? By the way, I just put this video last week on the Red Button platform where I break down what all of them are and why all of them are. It would not be allowed on here. Like these things right here. Are you aware that these interdimensional beings have been in the sky for weeks? Same time, same being, same place, be allowed on here. Like these things right here. Are you aware that these interdimensional beings have been in the sky for weeks? Same time, same being, same place, different shape. Here's a video for anybody that might want to see it. You see it? Okay, you see it. You see it. Stop being greedy. What about how I just showed you guys that anti-drone rifles at the holy dude's funeral? Not to mention this right here at the same time. Wow, would not believe it.
Dom, are you seeing this?
Okay, you get it. These things have been happening every single day and none of this is coincidence. Disclosure, nothing is coincidence right here, y'all. Something is coming, and it's coming very, very soon.
Don't gotta be bad, but if it is, it's a glue team and it's the 1%.
Someone had caught a crazy picture in the sky. What I've been trying to tell y'all is 2025, the aspirations, the demonic presence, the angelic things, demons, whatever, them joints been popping up, bro. Now, as you can see, my man legs and everything is right there, bro. Look at the mitt. Yo! It looked like it's a light being, but then it looked like it got wings or something, bro. So look, I know that we all been feeling this shift lately. Like, it's almost undeniable at this point, y'all. Like, that 3D to 5D Earth shit, that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment purposes only. Please take what I'm saying for a grain of salt. I just feel like, y'all, in 2025, this was one of the biggest years of understanding. More people are starting to get that UFOs do exist. They've been capping the whole time. So then we gotta ask ourselves, what else have they been capping to us about? It's like shit like this.
Facts.
If I could just get you to see, them mountains is tree stumps. If you can really see that, the veil is broken, bro. Because from that point, you see everything. You see everything. You really get to looking at the mountain, you be like, oh shit. That shit do like a tree that got cut down. And then you start scanning back, looking at the whole mountain range. You be like, oh, that's the tree they cut right there. That's disguised as mountains. Boy, that shit stand out clear as day when you know that's the tree you looking at. And then think about how tall the tree was. You're like, oh shit, hold on now. I'm looking for evidence about all this shit Rashad Jamal be talking about how we fell in frequency and this was our planet and we was giants and we was blue, red, and green and you did blah, 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 bleed. Look at this big ass tree. This was a tree.
Y'all know what I'm about to say. Free my guy Rashad Jamal, man. He ain't do it. He ain't do it. Rashad Jamal ain't do it, bro. I ain't giving so much game, so much positive energy, so much knowledge and gems, but he gonna do something so low vibrational. And the same people who used to rock with him push him to the side because they believe the people he was talking about and exposing. Ain't that some crazy, bro? Hey. I could go there, but I ain't gonna go there. Free my guy, he ain't do it, bro. He ain't do it. But he ain't lying though either.
Biblical flat earthers, I need you to check in. I have something so interesting for you. I was studying Matthew 24, and I realized that the word used for deceive in all of these verses in the original Koine Greek is this, which transliterates to this. And the root for this is planou, which is the exact same root used in planet. So that root means to deceive, error, wandering, to lead astray, fallen angel, and planet. So planet comes from the same root as to deceive. Itself in English means wandering star, which we know as a fallen angel, and NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. And yet these are the people convincing the entire world that the Bible is not real. But everything they do can be recognized in either Hebrew or Koine Greek, and it's all directly against the Bible. The evidence stacking up against them is so much.
Damn, she went a little deeper than what I'm...
There are rumors that have come up to the Hill of a secretive project within the Department of Defense involving the manipulation of human genetics with what is described as non-human genetic material, potentially for the enhancement of human capabilities, hybrids. With Immaculate Constellation, how does this relate to UAP activities, Mr. Schellenberg, in oceanic environments? Are there any instances where the Navy or other maritime forces have encountered UAPs that could not be explained by known technology or natural phenomena?
Yeah, the Immaculate Constellation covers both terrestrial and oceanic, and there's actually a number of cases described in the report that occur in the ocean.
And do you believe that there is a concerted effort by the Pentagon to keep Congress out of the loop regarding these UAP activities, specifically in our waters?
Yes.
Are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water, which could indicate a base or presence beneath the ocean's surface.
I don't know about a base, but, you know, as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely describe this pretty extraordinary footage that exists of orbs, of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
Now, y'all remember that clip we just saw when it was in the ocean? She just said and asked, is there bases? And he said no, but orbs. See, I'm feeling like they're giving us breadcrumbs and telling us the truth of all the little shit that we already kind of knew. We could just kind of connect the dots. Orbs connected to some extraterrestrial life. It's not that 1%. Whatever you want to call them. Top of the food chain, elites, whatever you want to call them. To me, the drones were them. To me, they were sent up there to patrol the skies and make sure the orbs wasn't doing something. I don't know. That could be a reach. But that's what I'm getting from it. When they were doing what they do in the waters, and they, you know, bombing the water, testing in the waters, whatever they doing, I feel like there were bases in there, and that's why they was doing that. When he says no, she know the real answer, he know the real answer. It's just a stage, it's a game, it's to give us the breadcrumbs, it's to tell us the truth without telling us the truth. And I also feel like it was a little bit of programming. Just for entertainment purposes. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, and if I'm missing some angles that y'all might come at, let me know.
The United States law enforcement at state and local levels are getting ready to look a lot more like the U.S. military thanks to an executive order that Donald Trump signed on April 28th. Now, the executive order is named Strengthening and Unleashing America's Law Enforcement to Pursue Criminals and Protect Innocent Civilians. But when you read through it, it does anything but that. It uses federal funding to protect bad cops. It uses federal funding to increase pay and benefits to law enforcement officers. It uses federal funding to provide local and state law enforcement agencies with additional funding. And if they don't comply with federal law, they lose all of their federal funding they have. It uses federal funding to distribute military equipment to the United States law enforcement agencies, including major drones, armored vehicles, weapon systems, non-lethal and lethal. If you're one of these people that thinks this can't be that bad, you need to look back at history, because every single time a country militarizes and federalizes their state and local law enforcement and pulls funding away from these state and local governments and power away from the state and local governments like this executive order mandates, that country devolves into an authoritarian regime within months. That's where we're heading unless something changes.
You ever had one of them telemarketers just call your phone, just ring your phone, and on the end, nobody else is there, and you just hearing nothing on the other end? That was checkpoints in the game, right? In the movie The Matrix, how did Neo and the crew get to and fro from the Matrix? The phone. Remember, I keep saying to me in the Matrix, that how do we get to and fro in and out the Matrix? Phone.
Is that a reach?
Who else caught two moons in the sky last night, y'all? This is a weird video. This was sent to me from California, Los Angeles primarily, and this guy caught two moons in the sky, one brighter than the other. This is insane, y'all, because I didn't even see the moon last night. Anybody else saw the moon? And on the other side of LA, you can't see the second moon, right? And the moon looking weird as hell, still looking eclipsed, and nobody's explaining why. And then also Starlink is in an upward motion. Look at that, y'all. What is so much going on in the world right now? And it looks like they are going to war with the sky or with the sun or with something up in Belgium, y'all. Cause what are you guys letting them do to y'all up there, y'all? Do you guys see this? It literally looks like a chessboard up there. Y'all see that, y'all? These things are flying in all directions. They look like they're all on a mission. What kind of this is Mission Impossible in the sky right now, and they're making it look possible. But I'm seeing a lot of things up there, especially around the sun. I don't know if you guys catching these different spheres up there, y'all. Y'all see that? So much going on in the sky, man. This is literally the Marvel movie that we are all a part of right now, man. And I'm telling y'all, things are about to kick up. Hold on to your horses, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
We back with the two moons, huh? We back with the 2 moons. I remember comments saying we ain't gonna be able to see it from when it came. We wasn't gonna be able to see it from a naked eye. Hey, what y'all call that? And it was clips before we saw both of them popping up with the naked eye, well, with a camera. How y'all feel about this last clip, Belgium? Man, we know what they on their mission. He's, Conscious Drew said, Mission Impossible. Well, their mission is to block y'all downloads. That's their mission. It's clear as day. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling, man.
Told you the spiritual and telepathic communication between melanated people and animals are getting stronger. These parents are experiencing different kind of birds visiting their daughter, even to the point of coming through their window, leave as some type of form of protection. Y'all check this video out. Look at the bird just sitting on top of the little girl's shoulder, y'all. And you guys know how jumpy birds are. The bird is not even moving. Look at that, y'all. The father then picks up the daughter, right, and bring her outside so the bird can take a hand and fly back to nature, and the bird doesn't want to, y'all. Look at that. Look at the bird looking at the camera. Don't want to leave. This is crazy. Wow. Look at the bird just chilling there, y'all. And like I said, they keep coming back and visiting her. We really have a very special spiritual type of connection with these animals. That's another reason why they lock these animals up in zoos, just like they do our people. Cause like, who made it a thing to keep animals, to keep pets? You know what I'm saying? Especially in cages. But yeah, y'all, the shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace in. And that's the name on TikTok if you want to follow them for more updates.
Great point. That's how I feel about the zoo. We take them out their habitat and make money.
I got their ass now. Pay attention. It's about to get heavy in here. So for those of you who don't know, this is Luffy. This is One Piece. For those of you who do know, this is a great adventure about a team who actually hopped on a boat called the Sunny to sail the world. And the whole premise about this cartoon right here is finding the One Piece. The whole cartoon is depicted around it. Third Eye Awakening. Do you guys have any idea where I'm going with this? Don't matter. I'm taking you there. Tap in. Look at that. Black Rock. See the directions? Y'all see the directions? Black Rock. Meru. Pay attention. Alright, pay attention. Things about to get a little bit faster, man. You might need a pen for this one. You see that? You see that? I know you see that. Uh-huh. What are the chances that the One Piece map matches our map? Why would they make this map with that in the middle? What reason would a random anime have pirates out on the sea looking for this thing that nobody seems to be able to find? This One Piece. And it happens to have the same directions as the... Do we think that's a coincidence? You know what? How about y'all just say that's a cartoon? Oh, watch me cook. Does that look like a cartoon? Or does that look like they made Meru, Black Rock, these 4 ways? And what I'm telling you about, the One Piece. Now, we're gonna go into Hindu mythology. And when we do, this is about to go wide open. What does that look like to you? Exactly. Brand new eyes. Look at you with those eyes. You're like, I know exactly what that is, don't you? Yes. Because now you realize, hold on one second. I gotta make sure I brainwash y'all. Yeah, I need that brainwashing. So, as you can see, what do you think that is? Cut that off. You understand now? It's all over them. They all know. It's the big secret. What do you think that is? Eggs? Oh, let's keep going. It's gonna get better. So I'm sitting here looking at this, right? And I said, man, this is just some random circle that looks like a, I don't even know, cross sign with the circles, but it's got Meru in the middle. And then I said, Meru's in the middle. If Meru's in the middle and it's got 4 waterways coming off of it, these must be the 4 rivers, or the symbolic of the 4 rivers. And if these are the symbolic of the 4 rivers, then I should be able to research one of these, and one of these should align with what it is I'm thinking, right? Well, let's go. I specifically went to this one right here, Ketumala. When I got to Ketumala, I started looking. I said, is a pilgrim mentioned? And looking, it's probably located. What do you mean probably? Y'all don't know where it's at? Then I look back down here, and I'm looking down over here, mentions about Jambu River. Sumeru is identified with Gar, where the river Ganga has its source. It is near Akaraba. According to the Matsa Purana, the Sumeru is bounded on the north by Uttarakuru. This was the one on the north. On the south by Bharatavasar. This one was on the south. On the west by Ketumala. And then on the east by Vavasa. And these are rivers. So what I just now taught you is, not only do you now know where Black Rock is, not only do you know that the 4 rivers come off, but now you know the name of the 4 rivers. Say my name. I'm not done cooking. It gets better. Check this out. It is also mentioned in the Padma Purana and the Kalaka Purana that, look here, Siva saw the summit of it. We also learn from the text that the Jambu River was from this mountain. I said, what do you mean, what mountain? Yeah, I ain't saying nothing about no mountain in here. And I went back and I'm like, mountain. I was like, according to the Sumera Pavada is bounded on the north. Sumeru. How could you not say Sumeru Pavada? So that's the whole name, Sumeru Pavada. Well, how about we go check out and see if I'm right? Bam! Let's go! Stop playing with me, man! Mount Meru, also called Sumeru, is a sacred mountain in Hindu. Let's go all the way down here, shall we? Mount Meru or Sumeru, northeast of Kashmir. Look here, mentions that Mount Meru lies in the middle of Earth, in the land of Jabunad. 9th century text based on mostly unpublished text. Mention Sumeru is heard to be in the middle of the earth, but is not seen there. Interesting. In Panch Sit Hatika claims Mount Meru to be the North Pole, though no mountain exists there as well. However, mentions a Mount Meru in the middle of Earth. Besides the Sumeru and Meru, both the poles, there exist several versions of cosmology and exist in Hindu texts, in which one of them, cosmologically, the Meru mountain was also described as being surrounded by Mantraku mountain to the east, and basically it had another mountain to the west, another mountain to the south, and another. Basically, let me explain that part to you. If you look down here all the way at the bottom, it's going to show you, look, to the east it had a mountain, to the west it had a mountain, and then it had Kumara Mountain to the north. If Kumara Mountain was to the north, Kumara Mountain was at the bottom of Utu. Let me show you. Uttara Kuru. So that's where the mountains are. So these are the rivers. And at the end of all of these rivers sits a mountain. Of course, there's going to be mountains, quote unquote mountains. No such thing. On each of these, which are basically energy points. I'm going to show you something that we miss, tied into Rupas Negra, the black rock, which we all miss, tied into all the secret societies and all of their degrees. Has anyone ever heard of the 33rd degree? Of course, we all have. That's the top degree, the peak degree. Why do you think that is? It's right here, behind my big head. Look at this. Rupas Negra originated from the Lost Works, look all the way down at the bottom, described as a large landmass approximately 33 French miles in size, and beloved, it held the key to understanding the Earth's magnetic property. But when the mind's blind, the eyes can't see. Part 6.
Hey, I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I knew any of what he just said. That's a completely new rabbit hole. And y'all let me know how y'all feeling about his work. He made it to the channel a couple of times. What, Piper Miller? Shout out to Piper Miller, bro. I appreciate your work. If you see this, I thank you for all the hard work you just put in, because you didn't have to spend time out your day to go learn that and then turn around and bring it to us. Shout out to you, bro.
Scientists at Grand Canyon just announced a terrifying new discovery. From unexplainable phenomena to eerie coincidences, the Grand Canyon has long been shrouded in mystery. Rumors of ancient artifacts and lost treasures have peaked.
Some people still gonna disagree and say it's a globe. That's what you want to believe? I'm not here for that. I just want to know why you believe that. Y'all let me know. It matters so much so we can finally get to the truth. That's why. Because another next thing is coming with that. But y'all know he made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But even if you haven't subbed up, you watch it on your TV, whatever the case is, I appreciate you. I wish you a smooth 7 as well. Man, but until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know.